Hey you, so on this video, hot or not new coins, I'm going to be going over some new coins that some have been brought to my attention, some I've come across myself, and just give my thoughts and opinions on what goes through my head when I see these types of coins, and whether I think they'd be good for a cowboy flip or even holding on to for the long term personally, or just wherever I'll steer clear and anything like that. It'd be fantastic to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on the coins I'm going to be showing, and even any coins that you may think are fantastic flip right now and got a lot of potential in the comments. So I'm going to start this one off, but go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions for any other coins in the comments, guys. So straight off the bat, we're going to get into a coin that was brought to my attention. I hadn't even seen this coin, and I thought it was from the US Mint, but it's not. We don't know who actually produces these coins, but it's coming with the Niue. So that's going to be the theme of this video. From the Niue, I don't believe it's the Niue Mint. I know the Australian Mint use that island on a lot of their themed coins, as they may just be very bargainable and easily let you slap their island on any coin you've got. So this is going to be the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, and it's coming in this snazzy little, moon-shaped capsule. I'm not sure if this comes in a capsule or not, but I think there's some good and bad points about this coin. So it is a domed coin. Now this is riding off the coattails of the US Mint's recent Apollo domed released coin, so I think that's going to be a bad thing straight away, because when you're going up against the US Mint or a big mint like that, they're always going to win, especially if they have a hit on their hands. So looking at this piece, you can see, I believe it's 1969, it states there, to 2019, so it's an anniversary. Then it's just clearly stating there. I do like the coin though, so there's not really a lot to look at. It's based off the moon, so you've got the craters. I like what they've done. And so it is a Republic of Congo piece. So here we're seeing at the back there, depending on how that looks, I do believe it is proof. Another plus to this is going to be the mintage. So whoever produced these coins know what they're doing. They're switched on to what the hot or not mintage is right now. Now these are coming on a, I don't know if we can really, I'm trying to tilt it, but it's not really making no difference, is it? These are coming on a 100 mintage. So on the gold, it's a 100 mintage. I can see the plus side for that, it's a low mintage. The bad side is that I believe it's coming from a very low key, not got a strong history of winners on the secondary market mint. This is technically around, well, technically it's not, but it's not coming from a well-established mint or even producer that's got a few other hits in their barrel. I think it's loosely themed as well. It could be a one-off. We're already seeing a lot of the planetary releases from the Australian Mint. This doesn't seem to be like that. I think this could have just really rid the coattails of the US Mint's Apollo releases, so that could be a bad thing. The price states that also. There's not a lot of hype around this coin. I will get into the prices in a minute, and it wouldn't surprise me if APMEX actually end up hiking the price on this piece. But it comes in silver and gold. We're looking at the gold here. Would I pick this piece up? It does have a lot of promising potential, but I wouldn't lock in on this personally. But I can see why a collector would absolutely love this piece, and I could see why a flipper would want to take the punt on this. So I'm going to be speaking prices in this video, so I'll be adding to this little mix I do now. So on this gold piece in Europe, prices in pound sterling, you're looking at around £1,630. Now in dollars, you're looking at this piece for around 2,160. Now, funnily enough, this is Europe once again based. APMEX, surprise, surprise, are actually doing this coin cheaper. Just the first time I've seen that. Now that could be because there's absolutely no type of interest or hype behind it. It does have the mintages that do turn on a lot of us cowboy flippers and even people looking at, I'd say, the new model mintages. APMEX had this piece up when time of releasing this video for $2,000, so it's a bit of a saving over what's going for in Europe. 160, 170 odd saving, so that could be something if anybody was interested in this coin. Now looking at the silver variant of this coin, you get to see more of the packaging and the potential. I think with the silver they've gone in, used you get some type of post flag that you can actually put into the coins. You can see there. Now on the silver, the plus side I would say here is that it's antiqued. Now, nowadays, I don't like picking up proof coins silver, knowing that it could have a 50-50 chance of spotting. So the plus side straight off the bat when I'm looking at this and it goes through my mind is that it's antiqued. So that's going to mask up any type of stains you would normally see, but you know, you wouldn't see that because it's antique. So that could be a plus side straight away. So you could pick this up and not worry holding on to it for a year, 2 years, or many years to come if you did want to flip it. Once again, if you was a collector and absolutely love this piece, then you wouldn't need to worry about waking up and coming to look at it someday and seeing it just absolutely ruined, because Frosty the Snowman had a jolly good time over it. So we can see here, you could plot the flag into one of the craters on the silver piece, and domed on the back as well, antique, looking nice, Republic of Congo. Plus side, again, it's on a 1000 mintage, so they've got it right on the mintages. So you're getting 1000 on the silver, 100 on the gold. We've seen that model before and we know it's a winning formula if you're getting the right piece. Another plus side, once again, because it's not really a frenzy coin, there's not a lot of hype around it, I've seen, is the prices. Pound sterling, you're looking at around £77. So in US dollars, you can get this for just, you know, well, not just, well, $100, a little over $100. That could be a plus for a cowboy or, you know, a collector. Like I said, I wouldn't, but I could see a lot of potential on these. I knew nothing about these. I know the guys in Europe that I've been focusing on lately do have these in, but we'll see where it goes. I think on these, if they don't sell too well, don't be surprised to see them on sale, because it's pieces that, you know, they've got that model. So printing or minting with those low numbers, if you don't yield no results, you have to put them on sale. So if you really want this piece that's in your collection, I'd say hold out. But if you think it's going to be a hit, it can go on to do fantastic things. Whether it's got promise in the theme of the moon landings or it's a one-off, who knows? Do please let me know. So I'm just going to be pulling the phone out each time I'm trying to find the next image here. So I'll get the next coin up and then hopefully we can jump straight into this. So here we are, surprise, surprise. Look what's popped up. So following off the silver that I mentioned on the last video, we have the gold, or the official gold Big 5 1 ounce gold coin from the South African Mint. Now, I did say I absolutely love this design. It would be fantastic to see it in gold, but seeing it in gold, I did find out a lot more information before that was the case. And once again, I think the Mint and the dealers have dropped the ball when it comes to this. So looking at it, you're getting it in the gold variant, stunning piece. Everything you saw with the silver, you're seeing in the gold here. I think they've gone the Royal Mint route. This packaging looks very familiar, so maybe they're thinking, you know, maybe we can do shoddy designs and put it in a nice snazzy box and people will love us for it. Who knows what they was thinking, but it does look very Royal Mintish. So let's hope their QC's on point, but it looks like they've gone the Royal Mint way with the packaging. So you're getting the gold 1 ounce in this variant here. Mintages and prices, once again, I think they dropped the ball and where I think they got stupid and greedy, but it's nothing new. It seems to be the South African Mint's model, you know. A lot of people didn't understand in my last video. I was referring to their gold proof coins that don't do too well. I think they're grossly overpriced, the Krugerrand proof sets, and, you know, high mintages. They don't have a fantastic track record of doing well on the secondary market. Now, I know a lot of their older, whether it's the 80s or the 70s made, but I've personally not seen a strong market for them. And I do know of individuals that have gone to sell them to dealers, the gold proof sets, and they've basically been offered spot price. So, you know, it's been a big warning flags. With this here, they've gone with the mintage of 500. So in a world where we now have 100 to 150 to 288, as we'll see in a moment, they've gone 500. Why? Because, you know, they want to churn out as much. I think with the South African Mint, because their BUs do so well, they don't really care when it comes to the proofs. So I think they're just throwing anything at the wall, and what sticks sticks and what doesn't, they'll just remelt or put on sale. But I think they just aim high, collaborate as they're in beds with some dealers, say, this is the mintage, this is the price, we'll see you in 3 months. If that doesn't work, then, you know, we'll just lower the price, or it is what it is. So on a mintage of 500, now we talk prices. The price on this in pound sterling, you're looking at around £2,020. So in dollars, you're looking at around $2,675. No go for me personally. The price is a joke for the mintage. If that was the prices on the new norm of 100, that would be high. For 500, it's ridiculous. You 100% will not get a sellout with this. Now, not to forget, this is the 500 in this new raw mintish packaging. Like I mentioned last time, new information I found out is that they're going to be producing this in different packaging. So that's where they're going to have more mintages outside of the 500. So you'll have a gold and a silver in, I don't know, a mintage of XYZ, a gold elephant and a silver Krugerrand, a gold elephant and a gold Krugerrand in a mintage. So their mintages increases per packaging that it's within. So it's not going to be 500 like the raw mint will put down max circulation. They're just going to show you this and highlight the mintage in that current presentation. And I do know they're bringing this out in platinum also. So you're getting this really diluted, and then they're just going way too high on the mintages, and they don't have a track record of doing well on the secondary market. So I think and believe you'll definitely be able to pick this up at a later date. If you do like it, I would hold out because it's going to be going on sale. They're not going to sell out this. The blister packs seem to be a back and forth. Some dealers in Europe are selling them up for 60 euros. Some dealers refuse to go below. The main dealers put a 10% discount on theirs now. But you know, I think the cheapest you can get it for, if you're buying in bulks, around 35 euros, give or take. £35 or something like that, or £32. So price wise, I think they failed here just on the mintage and the price. And not to forget, their quality control is also in question. So I definitely wouldn't even consider paying these prices. The gold, I don't know what their quality control is like on the gold proofs, but if it's anything like the silver, you can count me out. But they did bring out in gold. It does look stunning. So this is the piece in gold. I think, you know, it is what it is. And we'll just have to see where we end up with that piece there. So I'm going to get the next piece up, which I've been asked quite a bit about, and it's this one here. So I believe this is the Niue Dragon. This is riding off the coattails, or it is part of the trade dollar release that they do. Now with the trade dollars, it's a series I never got involved in. I know they've done a lot on the silvers already. You've got the British trade dollar, the Asian trade dollar. I believe they're going around the world and just recreating a lot of the old coins they used at that time. It's a good theme that they've got going on. I think with the gold here, we're on a mintage of 288. You know, so I believe riding off of the silvers, it could do well, because the silvers I do know do well. You know, they've been brought to my attention a lot of times, but it's just never been on my radar, and I never did end up locking in on them. I think on the design, it looks very Lunar One-ish dragon, you know, with a lot of the decoration in the outer rim. Then you've got the Oriental border, that's what it's called. But it does look very Lunar One-ish type of dragon. I do like it. As we all know, I've done videos in the past, I think dragons are always great to do themed coins on. You're always going to get the 8s in there, you know, it's a dragon. So you're really getting what you're getting there. I did see one, it does look fantastic. And I think this looking in proof is going to look great. I just think, you know, they really wanted to get as much as they could. I think they've got a good thing going on, so they could bump the mintage up a little. I think they went a little too high. 188 would have been right. But, you know, it seems to have worked for them. I do know there's a lot of skullduggery going on price-wise in Europe. This piece is going for around £1,850. So that's around $2,400. I know the vampires have already been price hiking and doing all their shady tactics, but it's not one I'll be paying those kind of prices for, you know, and especially on that mintage. But I do know that these have a good history with the silver. They also come in a silver proof, so I don't have the images here, but on the silver proof, the mintage is 1888. So you're looking at around, well, the norm would have been 100 or 1000, so you're looking at 1888. The price is there, pound sterling, you're looking at around £98, so around $130. So if you're into the silvers, they look good. Now I do know these in hand look fantastic just because of the mirror finish and the dragon. So great looking coins. I think a lot of the trade dollar coins I've liked, but I haven't got involved with them. But it's going to be very interesting to see how well these appreciate. Will people pay the extra premium for these? It's going to be one-off themes once again, so it's not a part of a long-running series. It's the Asia dollar coin here that they're recreating here, if I even got that right. So it'll be interesting to see whether people are willing to pay that extra to really keep up with this or not. Dealers jumped straight in when they price hiked, and there was nothing anybody could do, so that really was what it was. So getting on to the next coin, another one I had no clue about, and that's going to be this coin here, another coin coming with the Niue badge. Now I don't know who's actually minting these coins. I know a lot of the time the Australia mint uses the Niue Islands on some of their coins, but this is the first reigning monarch to visit Australia. The highlight of this coin is it also contains a diamond. So I don't know what the cut or the clarity, whether it's glass, artificial, who knows, but it's, you know, that's the high point of this piece here. And then it comes in this packaging. I don't know who that's Fiend. It does look lacquered or polished. So it's a nice looking piece. Now with me, it comes to mind straight away with a lot of these pieces, I think if it isn't the Royal Mint doing these type of themed coins, a lot of these outside mints don't really have a good track record of doing well on the secondary market, because when you have even someone like the Royal Mint doing these type of themed coins, you know, Royal Mint has done longest reigning monarch coins and they was good but not fantastic on the secondary market. So they're great for the initial mint. So for the mint to pump them out and sell out, that's fantastic. If you're a cowboy flipper and you want them to do good on the secondary market, they don't have a fantastic track record of doing that. So a lot of the times when we've had Perth Mint do monarch themed coins, I don't know who's doing these. So I think they put a lot of stock into something that may not be fantastic on the secondary market. I know a lot of the other mints do that, not Pubjoy, there's a few other mints, but I've personally not seen a lot of them going to do well. Royal Mint have that pedigree and history behind them. So if they have a hit doing a themed monarch coin, or whether it's diamond, crystal, I don't know, platinum, jubilee type of coin, then it does well. But they're not always straight hits also. So it coming from more of a, you know, Harry Barber mint, it's what I see. It is a nice looking coin, I'll give it that. You know, it's got its little gimmick to it with the added diamond in the crown piece, but I personally don't think that this will do fantastic on the secondary market. But once again, I can be completely wrong, but it's for those reasons I really wouldn't pick it up. This would need to be from the Royal Mint for me moving forward. Price wise, I think it's handsomely priced ish for what it is. You're looking at a mintage of 150 on these, so I think this may be a one-off. They've just decided to jump on and do a first reigning monarch to Australia coin. Pound sterling, you're looking at around £1,550. So on our 150 mintage, it's passable, it's plausible. And dollar wise, that's around $2,050. So the price is okay, especially for the mintage. It's just whether it has enough recognition. I don't know. This was brought to my attention. I thought I'd bung it in with the coins here for anybody that hasn't seen it. If you love picking up these types of coins, and this definitely is a great one to add to your stack on a low mintage, whether it'll do well or increase. I think just even coming out of that price, if you wanted to flip, and this is the benefits when dealers don't take the second, first and third place, you could technically make a little £200–300 depending on, you know, how long it goes and how well it does. This is the benefits of not it being overpriced or price hyped to initially start off with. So I think it has some promise, but I would leave these types of coins, when it comes to me picking them up to the Royal Mint, I'd rather take my chances with them. So that's that piece there. Now we're going to get on to the last one as time ticks on, and it's going to be this coin here, and we're looking at the, what's the name of this piece now? Is it the Yale? Yeah, it's right in front of me. So we're looking at the Yale of Beaufort. I think it's a nice, really radical looking piece here. It looks, I would class it more as a hog, like a wart hog, but I do like it. Now I think the Queen's B series is doing fantastic when it comes to the designs. You know, and when I say that, there's been no designs that I hate. And to give an example, when you look at the Royal Mint Luna series, I think they started off strong with the horse. Even with the sheep, afterwards was okay. The monkey was, but then I think they just tanked from there. There's been WTF moments when I've looked at some of the designs and I've actually hated them and think it worked against the series. It technically killed the series. That hasn't been the case with the Queen's Beast, and this is what I mean. There's been no designs that I hate. There's designs that I like, you know, designs I really like, and there's designs that I don't like as much as the ones I do like. I think no designs have gone against the Queen's B series, so I think it's doing fantastic. I don't know if that's because Old Boy's in charge of all the designs, but this also comes in silver also. With these, we all know the dimensions on these. I just asked my thoughts and opinions on the animal itself. I think it's a nice looking piece, really funky looking, you know. got the same kind of pose as the dragon. Looking at this, it's actually made me want to jump back in on my 1/4 ounce gold set, which I gave up on, I think 3 images in. So I do need to do some backtracking. But as I said, I think they've done well with the Queen's Beast, because there's been no animals that have killed the series in my opinion. And I know some people can get very emotional or passionate when it comes to some of the designs. I would put this before the 3 that came before it, so even before the unicorn. It looks funky, it falls in line, it's a mythical creature, so I think it does look radical. It's got some spug to it, so you know, I definitely do like the piece. I think it's got a lot of promise. I think they're doing well. It helps that the Royal Mint are infamous for not knowing what the hell they're doing when it comes to mintages, so I understand they've reduced mintages on a lot of them now. So I don't know where that's going to leave a lot of the collectors that are locked in on a set size. I would have thought you would do it the other way around, but I guess they like adding that, you know, some type of hype rush. They need some type of gimmick to really push the coins, and lowering the mintage seems to be what they've done. So this is just a push from the Royal Mint. So seeing where this whole series will go, who knows? We still have another line coming out, but so far so good for the Queen's Beast series. They've got a massive hit on their hands. This series does well worldwide. It's loved worldwide. So, and coming from a very strong, prestigious mint, they've definitely got a hit when it comes to the proof and the BUs. Not to get that on an unlimited mintage. So they was able to pull that off also and have no one quibble. Same prices for on the BU, and then they can really cash in on the proofs, and these are the proofs that we're looking at right now. So I think it's a fantastic design, and it's really done the Royal Mint proud. So that's why I am on the stance of that. You know, I mean, looking at it, it's not turned me off, and I will be logging back on Queen's Beast. I stopped picking up a lot of the BUs after the monster boxes of the Lion, the Griffin, and the Dragon I own. I was going to intend to get a Queen's Beast monster box silver 2 ounce a year, but that plan's also changed. So when it comes to the BUs, I think I've got the ones that will, you know, really work for me in the long run. I've been doing a lot of trading of them in the background. And when it comes to the proofs, I steer clear of the silver for my own personal reasons. And looking at this, I'm going to try and backtrack and catch up on the 1/4 ounce gold proofs. So I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. It's gone on for a little while now, but fantastic to hear your own thoughts and opinions of these coins in the comments, and any coins that you think are doing real good right now or extremely hot and people should know about, or anything you think somebody should be looking at. So go ahead and leave that in the comments, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.